I'm Adam Byatt and I'm here at Trinity, a restaurant I've owned for the last 19 and a half years. And we're cooking a dish in my newly refurbished kitchen, which I'm very chuffed with. We're going to cook a turbot dish with asparagus and a beurre blanc, a super classic dish. So we're just going to lift off the fillets of that turbot. We always have turbot on the menu. It's a luxury ingredient. It's the king of the sea. It's the one. I think if you come to a restaurant like Trinity, that's your chance to eat a luxury ingredient like that. We're going to serve it very simply with asparagus, English asparagus in season right now, and a classical beurre blanc. So this is, you know, this is just like simplicity on a plate. There's nothing complicated about it. You're showcasing the fish. You're letting the fish shine. Not doing anything particularly crazy with it. We're just going to steam the fish and just treat it really simply. And there's our lovely turbot. We'll use this guy here, this nice thick fillet here. And we'll just take a single portion of that turbot. We'll square that off there. Go. Season that turbot a little bit like that. It's going to go into steamer. Very simple like that. It's going to sit in the steamer. I'm going to pull it to the side so it steams really gently. Just season it. Straight off the bone, salt, nice steamer. That's it. Very simple. So, you know, before this, we'd always cooked on modular units. So I've always cooked with Charvet, probably for about 22 years now. So I understand it, I trust it, it works, it fits with how I work and what I do, so that's helpful. But I think when the decision came to change over the stove, you know, that stove had cooked, those stoves had cooked for nearly 1 million customers. A bit like me, they get worn out. One of the poignant moments for me in this whole thing is that this is probably the last cook suite I'm ever going to buy in this restaurant. You know, I'm 50, I've had this restaurant for 20 years. This cook suite should do another 25 years. So for me, it was like, this is the last one I'm going to put in. Maybe my daughter cooks on this. Maybe, you know, where does that legacy go? So it was actually a more emotional decision than you would imagine. And for me, if you take all that French heritage, the Charvet name, where cooking started, where modern French gastronomy began, the very roots of that's in France. And I wanted that heritage, I wanted that craftsmanship, I wanted it handmade, I wanted it to fit here, and I wanted it to have all the things on it that suited me and my cooking. It would have been easy for us to evolve and take a very modern suite, perhaps an full induction range, cool the kitchen down. In all honesty, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want tradition. I want people to cook like I've cooked here. That's the recipe for success. That's why we're here for 20 years. And I'll tell you something. And I told Rod this when we talked a lot about this and he wanted me to explore the induction version heavily, and I respect that. And we had a lot of open discussions about this. But you know, for me, I've not met a kitchen yet that's improved from going from gas to electric. I think it removes the heat, it removes the soul, it removes the drama, it removes the chaos, it removes the fire from a kitchen. I didn't want it. And I know that's controversial, and I know a lot of people won't like that, but I believe that. And I wanted this kitchen to remain a kitchen that was hot, a kitchen that would burn you, a kitchen you would get burnt if you don't work properly. I wanted it to remain a kitchen that people have to respect the stove and work properly. You know, I want the boys to walk in the morning, put their apron on, set their station up, look around and go, yeah, this is a proper kitchen. I'm working in a proper kitchen with Cornish lobsters and wild turbot and Japanese tuna and all these amazing ingredients that we work with in a kitchen that's befitting of that. And I think if you skimp on that, you're cheating. You're cheating the narrative. In designing this, I spent a long time with Rod and also with Ben at Charvet to try and get this suite to work here. There were challenges because the way that we cook, the way that we make all our own stocks. That's difficult, and having we needed a brat pan integrated into this, and that was a real challenge, a really difficult thing to do. So that was hard for us, but you know, I wanted hot hold, I wanted there were things that I wanted. I come up with a list of things that I need in this, and then I guess it's them to go away and make sure they can come up with that. And in the end, we had to go for the fully bespoke Jack Charvet unit, because that was the only way we were going to get exactly what we wanted, or all the bits that I wanted in it. You know, I wanted the rationale mounted as part of the whole thing. I wanted the hot hold, I wanted the cupboards there. I wanted the racks underneath, I wanted the brat pan in the middle. And to do that, you need to work in a certain way. So there's, you know, you have to spec all that out. So it wasn't straightforward. I think when I first designed my first ever kitchen, it was just kind of, all I want to do is be surrounded by this kit. Then you start talking to experts like Rod and Nelson's, and working with a company that totally understands how to lay all that out. You turn up with a whole shopping list of stuff. I want all these things. And actually there's a big reality check there where they kind of go, yeah, you could do that, but you're going to sacrifice space. And chefs don't think about space. They don't think about, for me, I'd have the Charvet like another foot wider, and the guys would be standing like that, because I just want, for me, it's about the kit, right? But actually in reality, working with someone that understands the ergonomics of a kitchen, how it works, they will teach you that you don't want that. You want space for the team to work, plus you want that. So it's their job really to kind of get that kit to come together, isn't it? So I think it's changed a lot over the years. I'm now much more about how do I create an environment where my team can be set up for success and have all the stuff I need in the kitchen as well. So it's kind of, it's a mix, right? So we've got the English asparagus here. We've got a lovely piece of steamed wild turbot. That's a beurre blanc with caviar and chives, and then we've got a little bit of this lovely fig oil, and that around the outside there. That on top is the dusted fig leaf powder. So you've got this kind of grassy element to it, as well as the beurre blanc and the turbot on top there.